So, day 3 of Crest Cemetery. This is a Wednesday, so I'm taking this video around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll find with me on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I have the opportunity to work in my, I guess you could call it normal paid capacity, up at the Walmart distribution center here in Woodland. So that's why, if anyone was really curious about the office hours being until 3 p.m., that's why. Typically I have to get out of here by 3:30 to make my shift and whatnot. So I wanted to take a quick spin around before I head out, of course, as I do, and make sure I was doing this for the sake of consistency and updating you in regards to some of the things that are going on. Today was actually a pretty tame experience. Nice and warm day. I was able to get some records squared away in the office. Jeremy is actually in the process of finishing up some updates to the digitized records as we get things handed off here, and so we'll make sure those got filed away properly on my end of things. There are a couple of inquiries just about new information and making sure that we get the right phone numbers and email addresses out there to people, so that they can communicate with us in a timely manner. Outside of that, really not much going on in any other respect. Yeah, we have our first official burial here tomorrow at 2, roughly. So that'll be good. I think it's going to be kind of small family type of service event, if my memory serves. So that's going to be a good one. Real shame, kind of getting to know people. Just the family just recently lost the one fellow and his brother right behind him, so that's, it's never easy dealing with bereavement and loss. It's not something that I think anyone really enjoys from a sanity perspective, but you just have to handle things with some level of tact and dignity, and it is what it is. But yeah, there's not much, to be honest with you, on my mind right presently. I know we are in the process of, this weekend, my goal is to get together with TJ here, and maybe, if anyone else is so possessed, some other folks to come up and attack the lawn. This area of the cemetery where there aren't any stones is getting to the place where, see these little lovely yellow wildflowers, they are generally an indication that the grass has reached that point where it needs attention. It's out of hand now, at least in my opinion, when it starts getting flowers like this. So that's my, wake up call. Alright, back on cycle, right? So gonna try to tackle some of that this weekend. See what I can do, like tomorrow and the next day as the situation makes itself available. But especially on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, unfortunately just don't have the 10 to 12 hour swaths of time where I can come in the morning, check my email, my voicemail, and then just jump on the tractor and start buzzing. So gonna be less time dedication over the next couple of days, but then into the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday. I think if we can pull it off, we should be able to clear it out just in those, hopefully, like 2-3 days versus 3 to 4. But that'll depend upon the availability of help and things of that nature. Outside of that, good news is nice bright sunny day, super warm out here today. Didn't have any rain or, oh wow, check the little dude out. Oh, that was a really cool bug. I think it's a bug. Not entirely sure. It's a bug or yeah, surely a bug, right? Wild. He's like flying right there. I don't know where he went. Oh, neato though. You always see something cool out here. If you're looking for it. That's a lesson to learn. Like, there's a lot when you're looking for things that need fixed or need put back together. It's very, very easy to miss the neat stuff too. So I try to keep my eyes open. There's a lot of potential. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I know we're working on finding some additional people that would like to hang out with the board here, having those conversations. Haven't got there yet, so again, looking for at least 6, ideally 6 to 10 that want to hang out with us once a month and just keep the cemetery pointed on important things, business matters that need sanity checked. You're not not obligated to come and mow. But I think it'd be helpful, for people to have an appreciation for what goes on. And that's why I'm doing this too, to a certain degree, like, so people can know some of the work that goes on. Don't have a ton of time for content creation per se, but I know YouTube does support reels and whatnot, so might do some little blurbs about, like, what it looks like to police the yard this weekend. We'll probably run around just to make sure, because what I do here is like spot check big stuff, make sure a tree hasn't fallen across the road or something, that type of craziness. That way, if I can catch a problem before somebody else is like, oh hey, this is a problem, then great, I saved them the trouble, but there is actually going out into the yard and actively policing, like, hey, we're gonna go set in every single row, go down the row, check for things like this where the flowers are just super duper dead. That's no longer realistically attractive and lovely, so pop that up, yeah, here, not really a problem right now. So yeah, that type of thing. Grass grew back into there, that's okay. But so yeah, and Our chapel nice and cleaned out for tomorrow. Should be good. But yeah, it's getting to that place. Time to mow again. You know, and that's where the grass is always growing on the other side. That's not how that saying goes. That's definitely true. The grass is always growing. And so we just gotta, you know, generally keep on top of it. A big issue, you know. And that's honestly, you know, that's about all I have for you today. Not an eventful day. But again, just doing little things here and there to keep a place in shape and folks' site's looking decent. That's, you know, you will have days like these. You know, I'm not above telling folks that, like, hey, today, not much happened, you know, because there will be days where realistically not much happens, you know. Don't have a lot of them, you know. Don't want to have like 6 days of nothing in a row. That makes for kind of boring content, doesn't it? But no, realistically, that doesn't make for good progress. But to recognize the fact that a day where I'm not necessarily needed for anything major is at least a day where, you know, no one from the community passed away. So I guess that in a way is a good thing. And I'll take the silver lining. You know, I'm not going to be sad about the fact that everyone lived. You know, that's a good thing. So, I'll let you go. Let's cut you loose a little early here. This is like 12 minutes. That was a relief from last time. Last time was quite the lengthy episode. But yeah, today, kind of simple. Tomorrow and the next day, of course, I'll have still shorter days as I weasel myself away to Walmart until like 4 in the morning. But no, hey, I'm not gonna gripe about that. I'm uniquely blessed to have a job that allows me to do this, you know. So, what's that? The silver lining again. And yeah. So I cut you loose here a little early. There's probably not a whole lot we're going to see between here and the road. But thank you for joining me on the round down the cemetery today. Hopefully your day has gone well. Always welcome your feedback and commentary if you have the time and attention span to do so. And thanks for joining me for the third day of fighting for the crown.